Right, we've got a couple of collections to do today. A couple of these for today, one's for tomorrow. There's another one I haven't written on a notebook for tomorrow. Straight out the pages of Facebook, let's go and get them. So this is where I went to get, a fold-up bed, which has got very little value to it, because if you travel the same streets every day, you're always going to find the same stuff, whereas you go to get a cheaper bed, take you to places you don't normally go. And then I've got a van full of stuff back there. I've got some cables, some stainless. I've got a big a lazy boy type chair that's got some electricals in it and stuff, some brass. My boy doesn't understand what's going on. He had to get in the skip. You alright, mate? He doesn't speak. He's severely autistic. He's just not very happy about having to get in the skip. You had to get in for one thing.
Baba về đây đi lên đây có gì bạn đã đi rồi bây giờ đi ra 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 ra
Our routes, we drive around. If I've got the boy in the car with me, it involves avoiding a well-known fast food chain, the Golden Arches. You know the one I mean? Big yellow M. Used to be run by a clown called Ronald. If I say the actual name of it, it'll get worse. He's getting the ump because we're not on a road that leads to one. He assumes, he's motivated by his belly like me, he assumes that whenever we're out driving somewhere, we're going to get him something to eat. So we've been on a road near one of the arches, and now we've turned off down Industrial Estate, and he's getting a bit aggy about it. Now dumps the Jerry territory here. It's a couple of heaters. I'm worth grabbing. They're not full of bricks. Maybe a little dig. You can see that I'm using a small van, an Astra van, to pick up. I've got a trailer for bigger stuff, and the trailer's what I take the iron in, and when I've got enough non-ferrous in, I'll load it all on the trailer. I would like to have a truck again, but there are benefits to operating a smaller vehicle, which we've always done. When my brothers were alive and we had trucks, we used to go around and do the round every night in an Astra van. Not this one, we're about 14 Astra vans along now, but they use so little fuel, so little diesel, that you can just poodle about, and it's not an issue to go out and get small loads, to go and pick up like domestic appliances. People using big vehicles, the trucks, they want everyone to be in on the same day. They put a message on Facebook, I'm doing collections in this area at this time, and they want everyone to sing to their tune, whereas with this, I can go and pick stuff up, see what else is around the area where I go and pick something up, and come back and load it up. So everything in my stack from my first video at that point, everything in there, all the non-ferrous, all the iron, everything had been collected for less than 40 quid's worth of fuel, I guess. We've been to Merriam Avenue, got the not dishwasher, tumble dryer. I've got to go and pick up a bed frame. I think I'm going to jump in my family car for that, because I think it's going to be too big for the van. Not worth taking the trailer. And I'm a bit late to pick it up, so it'd be easier if I don't unload the van for the minute. The boys had enough. I gave him the option, do you want to come out again, or do you want to go and see mummy? And he was pointing inside. He's had enough of being teased with the prospect of going to McDonald's and not making it, so back out in the other car now. He's gone inside. The place I'm going now is proper posh. I'm only going to pick up a bed frame, but it's an estate with houses that'll blow your mind. And I'm having to go a long way around than I used to because there's security gates on one end, and you have to be buzzed in and whatnot because some people get going around there and nicking cars or hiring cars and that around there. Princess Diana's family used to cheers fella used to have a house around there. That's the sort of place it is. And it made me think of a story back when the day after Princess Diana died. I was working at Chichester Festival Theatre, which was the National Theatre of Britain at one point, before they built the one on the South Bank in London. And it was the day that she died. It was the same day as they had this big party for the 100 Club. The 100 Club were the first 100 people in the 60s. They put, I can't remember how much, they put a significant amount of money in, a donation to get the theatre built. And so these people, the 100 Club, go to the play and they come out and they've got this big spread, they've got all this food laid on and whatnot. And I was speaking to some customers. I think the play was Divorce Me Darling, which is the sequel to The Boyfriend, which might not mean anything to you, but if you like musicals, and believe it or not, quite partial to a musical. Yeah, it's a fun play. Anyway, so in the first half, the storylines don't seem to work, and people are always coming up to me, serving them drinks and whatnot, and they're saying, I don't know about this, it's all over the shop. And I said, I know it seems like it, but in the first half of the play, they're literally just putting all of the threads out there, and then in the second half, because all these bits didn't seem to have anything to do with each other, second half of the play, everything comes together and makes sense, and it finishes with a nice ending. And I've been talking to this couple about it, and they come at the end, and so the 100 Club are all got their nosh and whatnot, but it was a bit of a mix-up, and other people didn't know they weren't supposed to. And this geezer I've been talking to comes up to me, and he's got a face full of quiche, and he's like, "Tell me, is this due to Princess Diana?" It made me chuckle. I was like, "No, mate. It's for the people who put the first 100 people who paid for the theatre." And yeah, I mean, he finished his quiche, so yeah. But I would too. I love a bit of quiche. Van's empty, car's empty. What did I get? All this is from this afternoon. 3 short trips. Couple of miles covered, that's it. There's obviously motor and stuff's come out of that tumble dryer. Bit of cast alloy, some cable, and a bit of brass coming out of these storage heaters. The bricks are already taken out, unfortunately, so otherwise they're a proper nuisance. Unless you can get away with whaling them with the bricks in at the yard, which you really don't. Non-ferrous, a nice bit of copper tube, alley umbrella thing, a couple of bits of alley, a couple of bits of stainless. Not loads, but if you want to make anything to this scrap, you have to do what Daniel Cormier says: embrace the grind.